It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we're watching another movie. We have another patron pick. This one was chosen for us by our patron PeaceLoveHappiness. So thank you, PeaceLoveHappiness, for selecting Vertigo.
Thanks, Peace, Love, Happiness. Yeah, Vertigo. I know basically nothing about this movie except for that it's old. And it's a Lynch movie.
No, it's Alfred Hitchcock.
It's Hitchcock.
Yes.
Oh, okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
I know nothing about this
I don't
movie.
think David Lynch was making movies quite this long ago, but I don't know very much about his career. But yeah, this is from 1958, so is this older than 12 Angry Men? I'm trying to remember what year that came out in.
I feel like 12 Angry Men was 56, but I might be wrong about that.
Yeah,
and you guys can correct us in the comments.
We should know these things.
Yes,
but,
we should.
Yeah, so this is either the oldest or the second oldest movie we've done. I'm not very well versed in these old type of movies. So
no, me either, obviously.
I know that Alfred Hitchcock made like thrillers that were very stylized.
The Birds?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Yeah.
Okay, I have a real life phobia of birds. Like, it's not super intense, but I will get nervous in the presence of any bird.
Yeah.
Like, you know, to the point where like I can't really think about anything else except there's a bird over there.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I haven't watched that movie. I don't think I intend to, because I don't think I would have fun with that.
I feel like that's like made for people with a bird phobia.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like Anaconda for snakes. It's like not a good movie, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I guess I've never seen The Birds, but I don't know. How scary can you make a movie about us? It's like a swarm of crows or something. Anyway.
Yeah, that's not what this is about.
Yes. I don't know what this is about, though.
Yeah, me neither. I did hear recently that I think they're remaking this movie. Like, they're doing a modern version soon with Robert Downey Jr. in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So I'm a little curious about that, but this one has got Jimmy Stewart, who's the It's a Wonderful Life guy.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah.
Well, that's cool. And then, well, okay, let's make some guesses here.
Okay.
So, Vertigo is like is it like a neurological condition or something where you get dizzy at like random
dizzy
intervals?
spells, or like dizzy when you're high up, or like something like that. I think that's what Vertigo is.
I get this weird thing, if I'm at the base of a tall building and I look up at that building, I feel like I'm gonna fall over, and I get this like...
I think that might be Vertigo.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm looking way up at something super tall, it like makes me feel like disoriented, like I'm gonna fall over.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the same thing, but I do kind of... And I've known some people with vertigo, and it's like very like disorienting, and they don't like, you know, being up on bar stools and stuff, because they might like, fall off of them.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it makes me think of Arrested Development. Liza Minnelli's character, Lucille 2, has vertigo.
Yes, that's right.
Always stumbling and stuff.
I'm not going to take that, you know, as like a clinical
it's
like,
probably
description of what it's like.
They're probably not worried about depicting vertigo accurately as their first concern on Arrested Development, but it's just a place I've heard about it before.
Yes,
so.
right. But I also, you know, I don't think that that's even like plays an important role in the movie if I'm thinking of it correctly. I don't think it's about somebody who gets dizzy.
I really have no idea. I know it's like a thriller. I think that was Hitchcock's genre, but beyond that, I have no idea what to expect from this.
Yeah, me either.
Should we just get to it then?
I guess so, sure.
All right. Like we said, we have a Patreon. This movie was chosen for us there, and you can vote in movie polls and see advanced full-length versions of all our reactions, so check that out if you want to. Otherwise, thanks for joining us here, and let's watch Vertigo.
Weird. Makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see all the old school filming techniques and editing techniques used to create this movie, you know?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, crazy. That is extremely unsettling.
Wow. He's a pretty agile cop.
Yep. No donuts for him.
Okay.
Don't fall. Jeez. Cool.
Are you sure you can hold his weight on that angle? You might just fall too. Oh no! Jesus.
Oh man.
Well, if you weren't scared before, you're scared shitless now.
Yeah.
The things that spell San Francisco to me are disappearing fast.
Like what?
Like all these.
Yes, I should have liked to have lived here then. Color, excitement, power.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a different time.
Yeah, for real.
I asked you to come up here, Scotty, knowing that you'd quit detective work. But I wondered whether you'd go back on the job as a special favor to me. I want you to follow my wife.
Like a private detective.
I'm afraid some harm may come to her.
From whom?
Someone dead.
What now?
Mm-hmm.
A ghost?
Do you believe that someone out of the past, someone dead, can enter and take possession of a living being?
No.
Interesting.
I told you that I believe this has happened to my wife. What would you say?
Well,
I think he's mistaken.
Yeah.
Or maybe just the plain family doctor. I'd have him check on you, too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I wasted your time. Thanks for coming in, Scotty.
But you have to find out more now.
Yeah, you can't just let that sit.
You think I'm making it up?
No.
No, I think you're
I'm
nuts.
not making it up.
How often does this happen?
More and more in the past few weeks. And she wanders. God knows where she wanders.
And your first call as a
I followed her
detective?
one day.
Yeah.
Watched her coming out of the apartment.
And ghosts and detectives instead of, I don't know,
A doctor.
medical doctor, yeah. I love the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Just keeps the tension up.
Those clarinets.
It's a whole orchestra.
Right, but that was just playing
Yeah.
the melody a second ago. It's always risky too when you're following somebody and you don't know what you're walking into each time
Right.
they enter a building and you're supposed to pursue them in there. You think she's standing at her own grave?
Oh, God. Okay.
Carlotta Valdez. That picture he had was San Francisco 1849, so that would have been during that lifespan.
Oh,
Like
interesting.
right smack dab in the middle.
Hmm. Good catch. It's weird because I lived in Oakland for a long time, so I've seen a lot of like that architecture, but it's just funny to see it when it's more like because a lot of it's
Like
old,
60 years
old-timey now.
earlier?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. What is she doing?
She's at the museum.
Mm-hmm.
Seems pretty straightforward to me. Enjoying the
I
art.
guess so. Usually when I'm at a museum, I don't just stare at one painting for...
But if
God
you're like a
knows.
regular at a certain museum, you can get a favorite that you like to study and stuff like that, or you can
Yeah.
get one that really just makes you feel a certain emotion that you like, and so
That's
you
true.
go back to it. It's not unreasonable. There's a bench in front of this painting. Clearly,
Yeah.
it strikes people for some reason. Is that
wow.
her? It's a painting of her. The hair's the dead giveaway.
Well, also, she's got the same bouquet, but did she just get a copy of it? Or is it supposed to be that bouquet? Yeah. This is weird, dude.
Who's the woman in the painting she's looking at?
Oh, that's Carlotta. You find it in the catalog. Portrait of
Whoa.
So it is a
Okay.
picture of her.
Well, it's a picture of the woman whose grave it was.
Right, and that's
Right.
the ghost. She's the ghost.
She's
Come on.
the ghost.
She's a
Okay,
ghost.
all right. So, I'm glad you solved the mystery so early in the movie.
This is what you never want to see when you've been hired to follow somebody's wife, is them going
they're
into a
going
hotel.
into a hotel. Oh, jeez.
They keep giving us shots of tall buildings towering over him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would you tell me who has the room on the second floor in the corner? That corner.
Oh, I'm afraid we couldn't give out information of that sort. Well, our clients are entitled to their privacy.
Yeah, you gotta know that. Innkeeper's code.
Mm-hmm. It's worth a shot.
Sweet girl with that dear face.
What's her name?
Valdez, Miss Valdez. Spanish, you know.
Carlotta Valdez?
So she checked in under that name.
Foreign.
I told you it's her.
You're right, Ghost. There can't be anything more complicated going on than that.
Due tomorrow. Oh, but she hasn't been here today.
I just saw her come in 5 minutes ago.
Oh, no, she hasn't been here at all. Well, I would have seen her, you know. I've been right.
So somebody else rents that room under that name.
Her car's gone.
What car?
Uh-oh.
The green
Now
car
who's
is a
crazy?
ghost? That's a cool shot.
Yeah, wild.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Oh, Jesus. No, he can't, though.
Can't what? Oh,
He's
because of
gonna
his
get- yep.
heights?
Oh, okay. I guess he can.
Yeah, they're not that high up.
Jeez. What a way. What are you doing? What are you...
It's an interesting move, too, to jump in from down here, when usually at this spot, people go from the higher ledge.
Yeah. It would have also made for like a little bit more interesting like moment of him contending with his vertigo while he was trying to figure out whether to jump in after her and
You
stuff,
don't
know?
survive that jump. You die on impact if you jump
Do
off
you?
the bridge. Yeah.
Oh.
So she hasn't regained consciousness this whole time?
It seemed like she's been in kind of a trance this whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, what was she gonna do? Like, she was planning on drowning herself? Is that what was happening?
I think so.
I tried to dry your hair as best I could. Your things are in the kitchen. They'll be dry in a few minutes. So come on over by the fire.
Yeah, it's creepy, bro. This whole situation.
Yeah.
I fell into the bay and you fished me out.
That's right.
Yeah. What?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Remember, has this ever happened to you before?
What?
Falling into San Francisco Bay.
I think maybe she would have mentioned it.
No, it's never happened.
She's like, not again.
Here, I'll get some more coffee.
Oh.
Oh.
There's the hand touch.
Yes.
This is your friend's wife.
Yeah.
And it's a ghost.
It's like, yeah, she's very confused. It's, yeah, this whole situation is.
Hello?
Scotty, what happened?
She's not asking a whole lot of questions.
She left. Carlotta took control again.
Is her dress gone? Yep. That's fast. I love how these old movies built tension, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just like screeching violins, you know, like a lot
Yeah.
of modern movies are just like, or like scary noises and stuff, or like little things to make you jump a little bit to sort of build
Yeah, yeah.
up to the scary moment. It's like, this is just like real world actual tension. Of
It's
like, where
more,
is she
more
going?
cerebral, yeah, letting you be in the tension of knowing what the situation is instead of like tricking your body into feeling tension. you know?
Right. And she's back at his house.
That's an interesting shot, like the point of view on the front of the car
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's a formal thank you note and a great big apology.
Well, you've nothing to apologize for.
The whole thing must have been so embarrassing for you.
Not at all. I enjoyed it.
It's all the self-deprecation. It's all good.
I hope we will, too.
What?
Meet again sometime.
That's really weird to read a thank you note while the person who
Yeah.
sent it to you is standing there.
Yeah. It seems like she's kind of flirting with him, right?
It
That's sort
feels
of the
that way.
vibe, yeah.
Where are you going?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if she's just kind of got that dreamy demeanor though, and she's not actually directing anything at him, but it feels like she is.
No,
Yeah.
I just thought that I'd wander.
Oh, that's what I was going to do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, don't you think it's kind of a waste for the two of us?
To wander separately.
Uh-oh.
One is a one.
Dude.
This is your friend's wife, right?
No, I don't think that's necessarily true.
It's Carlotta.
He left a door open.
Is that the name?
Yeah.
Is it Carlotta? Yeah.
They're driving up to Muir Woods.
Ooh, I've been there.
Yeah, me too. It is a horrifying drive that I would not do again.
Yes, it is.
So scary.
it's
They're doing it
terrifying.
right now, you know?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. It's an old tree.
Yeah. Discovery of America.
Here I was born. And there I died. It was only a moment for you. You took no notice.
Oh, she switched again.
Yeah. Did she vanish again?
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Check for her car.
Did John drive out to Muir Woods by himself? Or yeah, if her car's gone, maybe he's just here alone now?
Yeah.
No, she's still there. That's good.
When were you born?
Long ago.
Where? When? Tell me. Madeline, tell me.
No.
Whoa.
When you jumped into the bay, you didn't know where you were. You guessed, but you
I
didn't know.
jump. I didn't jump. I fell. You
Why
told
did
me
you
I
jump?
fell.
Why did you jump?
No, I can't tell
Why
you.
did you jump? What?
So does she know what's happening to her or not?
Promise me something. Promise you won't ask me again. Please promise me that.
If I was a woman in the 50s suffering, like, some kind of, like, mental issue, I would probably try to hide it from everyone
secret
as much as possible.
Yeah, that's true. You can't really trust that you're going to get responsible treatment.
Yes.
There's a room. And I sit there alone. Grave?
Where?
I don't know. It's an open grave. And
So is she... Oh, an open
grave.
Interesting.
Gravestone.
What else?
There's a tower and a bell in a garden below. Seems to be in Spain.
If I could just find the key, the beginning, and put it together.
So explain it away.
How do you know it is explainable?
Yeah.
Way to explain it, you see. If I'm mad, then that would explain it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, what? No.
Well, what are you doing? No, don't go run in the water.
Don't run.
She didn't jump in the water.
No, stop it.
I don't want to die. There's someone within me, and she says I must die. Oh, Scotty, don't let me go.
God.
Oh, jeez.
I've got you.
I'm so afraid.
Don't kiss her.
No.
Oh.
No, dude.
I mean, that's a very romantic shot
It
with, like,
is.
the waves crashing
Yeah.
on the rocks and stuff like that, but...
Stay with me.
You're just... It's the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing, dude.
This is a cool shot. I'm appreciating
Yes.
the cinematography of that, but yeah, everything about him kissing
Bad.
her.
It's all bad.
It's an old Hollywood thing, I think. I'm just like, they fall in love faster than they're supposed to.
I don't think that his friend is gonna be like, oh, I understand, it's an old Hollywood thing.
No, he's not, but I'm talking about for the...
Yeah, no, absolutely, but that's all.
No,
That's,
I'm with
he's
you.
lost the thread completely.
Yes.
I wanted to see you and be with you.
Well, why? What's happened?
I had the dream. Dream came back again.
No. It's gonna be all right.
Okay, so does that mean that she turned into Carlotta?
Now go on about your dream. What was it that frightened you so?
I stood alone on the green, searching for something. Being pulled into the darkness. I fought to wake up.
Well, you're going to be all right now, Madeline. Don't you see you've given me something to work on now? I'm going to take you down there to that mission.
Her dream is a lead, I guess. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
real place.
Destroy it, I promise you. All right?
So now they have to destroy
Come on, now I'll take you home.
the object in order to free the spirit trapped inside her. Is that what we're... Man, I just want him to go to her husband and be like, so this is what we've been doing. This is what I got so far.
Here's your invoice.
Yeah.
Where are you now?
Here with you.
And it's all real. It's not merely as it was 100 years ago, or a year
She seems
ago,
so
or 6
disoriented.
months ago, or whenever it was you were here to see it.
Madeline, think of when you were here.
So is he trying to find rational explanations for the images in her mind?
Yo, see, once is a fluke, twice is
Yeah, they have a thing going now.
yeah.
She's 26. He looks like he's probably in his 40s.
Yeah. Times were different, I guess.
It's I love yous? Okay.
She's a mentally vulnerable, much younger woman, dude. Who you were paid by her husband to follow around.
But he's trying to convince her she's not crazy, at least. Okay.
That's all she needed. The kisses are like Popeye's spinach. Now she's ready to start.
I see.
Solving the mystery.
We're in love, that's all that counts.
Let me go, please. Let me go.
What's the sum total of all their interactions? And they're in love now?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You know, she's on suicide watch.
She's going up in the tower.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe she knows she can get away there. Because he's got his acrophobia.
Yeah.
Don't look down.
This is the first time this has really come up in the whole movie.
Yeah. Except the very beginning.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
They had to
Oh,
introduce
no.
the idea, and now here's the... Oh my god, dude! No way! No way.
Shit. Well,
I did not see that coming.
Me neither.
How you... I mean, now it's a dead end. Uh-oh.
Here come the nuns.
And he's up in the tower, and she's jumped out of the tower, and he's supposed to be following her and helping to figure out what's going on with her.
Yeah, that's genuinely shocking.
And
I don't know what to make of what will happen next.
Yeah, right. Where does this plot go from here? Oh, that's a painted background. That's so cool.
Yeah, I guess it is.
That's not. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's wild. That's wild.
Especially for the time period, I imagine this is a very cool stylized shot.
Mr. Ferguson, being an ex-detective, would have seemed the proper choice for the role of watchdog and protector. As you have learned, it was an unfortunate choice.
So some kind of a hearing about who's at fault?
He did not remain at the scene of the death. He left. He claims he suffered a mental blackout and knew nothing more until he found himself back in his own apartment in San Francisco several hours later.
It's not.
Except that.
Yeah.
The jury finds that Madeline Elster committed suicide while of unsound mind. Your verdict will be so recorded. Dismissed.
Okay.
So they're just determining cause of death by a jury?
Yeah.
What exactly was that a trial for?
You had no right to speak to you like that. It was my responsibility. I shouldn't have got you involved. No, there's nothing you have to say to me.
That's
I'm getting out, Scotty.
very level-headed of him.
I guess so, for a guy whose wife died.
Tossing around a lot of blame, but...
I probably never will come back.
Wow.
Goodbye, Scotty.
That is quite a... You know, I had a problem, you offered to help me with it, things got out of hand, not your fault. That's pretty...
Yeah.
It's pretty,
You and I know who killed Madeline.
The ghost?
Yeah, I mean... Does he know the rest of the whole story? I mean,
Yeah.
maybe omit the kissing at this point. You could do that, but just,
what's the rest of the story for us? Like,
Right.
what really happened here? You know, something is... There's still a piece we're missing.
Mm-hmm. God. Now he's gonna get possessed by the ghost.
That's really spooky, that shot. Oh, damn.
Oh my God. Cool.
Whoa. Wow.
What's the deal with the necklace?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe the ghost did go to him? Because he claimed he didn't know anything after she died.
And he's like reliving her last experience now, so...
That was...
Interesting.
Genuinely, like, disturbing. Like, that was really well done, spooky, upsetting sequence.
Yeah.
I did not like that. I mean, I liked it filmmaking-wise, but yeah.
This is a great sequence, though. Just like how tortured he is by this, and the fact that he couldn't save her. You know. You're following people, dude.
Well, what is it?
Could I ask you a couple of questions?
What for? Who are you?
About what?
Yeah.
Follow me right into the hotel and up to my room. Now you beat it. Go on and beat it.
Please, I just want
Just, dude, beat it.
Just let me talk to you.
What about?
You.
Why?
Because you remind me of somebody.
That's not enough, man.
Yeah.
Well, I warn you. I can yell awful loud.
Well, you won't have to.
Well,
Yeah, she's so afraid.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a risky decision. She's right.
listen, what is this? What do you want?
I just want to know who you are.
Well, I told you.
Why? How about you explain your end of this?
Yeah.
I come from Salina, Kansas. I work at Magnan's and I live here. My gosh, do I have to prove it?
No,
She's really
you don't.
afraid of you, man.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Do I really look like her? She's dead, isn't she?
Ooh.
I'm sorry. And I'm sorry I yelled at you.
Yeah, why?
Well,
He's
you
being
don't-
real
yeah,
creepy.
Yeah, he is.
Will you have dinner with me?
No.
Well, I just feel that I owe you something after all this.
You don't owe me anything.
Well, then will you, for me?
Because I remind you of her?
Because I'd like to have dinner with you.
When you put it like that.
All right, I'll get my car. I'll be back for you in half an hour.
Oh, no, you better give me time to change and get fixed up.
An hour.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
She doesn't count the way she looks right now as put together.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's like you got makeup, the hair's done, you know.
Yeah.
Is it her? What is going on?
No. Wait a minute. What the heck? So it is her.
It is her.
Dearest Scotty. And so you found me.
No, this is the bad, this is the wrong way to go about it.
She's confessing.
I was the tool and you were the victim of Gavin Elster's plan to murder his wife. He chose me to play the part because I looked like her, dressed me up like her. He was quite safe because she lived in the country.
That was never his wife in the first place.
I thought that when he was saying, like, oh, no hard feelings, it wasn't your fault, that scene made me suspicious of the husband, so...
Yeah, I will... Yeah. This is quite the con. And then for her to... It seems like... It is in a situation like this... There we go, she's tearing it up.
Thanks again. Good night.
Can I see you tomorrow?
Tomorrow night? Well...
No, I mean tomorrow morning.
Oh, well, that's a proposition.
I've got a job.
Let me take care of you, Judy.
Thanks very much, but...
This guy's just very, very lonely. He's just falling in love with every woman who pays attention to him.
We could just see a lot of each other.
Why? Because I remind you of her?
No, because you're exactly like her.
Yeah.
I just want to be with you as much as I can, Judy.
There was a woman I fell in love with, like, deeply, very quickly, and you are exactly like her.
Yeah.
I could phone the store in the morning
Oh, boy.
and make some excuse.
She just can't resist him.
That's... yeah, I guess so. now she's gonna have to forever pretend to be someone that she's not. I guess she was pretending to be someone that she wasn't before, right? Because she was pretending to be the guy's wife in the first place.
So it's a double lie.
Yeah.
But you said gray, sir.
Now look, I just want an ordinary, simple gray suit.
God.
So you're gonna try to dress her up?
I like that one, Scotty.
No, it's not right.
Oh, no.
I love the second one she wore. And this one, it's
Oh.
beautiful.
No, they're none of them right.
He's trying
I know
to
the suit you mean. We had
make her up to be herself.
We may still have
Right, but assuming that what he believes is true, this is a creepy thing to do. You know, if this
Yeah,
is,
right,
this
that's
is a
what I
different
mean.
lady, like
Yeah.
he thinks. Yeah.
You want me to be dressed like her?
Judy, I just want you to look nice. I know the kind of a suit that'll look well on you.
No, I won't do it.
Yeah, dude. Good, run. But then it was you, though.
Yeah.
Like, the whole dynamic changes because it actually is her.
Mm-hmm.
How long will the alterations take?
Well,
May we have it by tonight?
well, it's absolutely necessary.
Yes, it is. Now, we'd like
This man has lost his mind, and she's not into it.
short.
When we first started out, it was so good. We had fun. And then you started in on the clothes. Well, I'll wear the darn clothes if you want me to. If you'll just like me.
But your hair's not right.
That's what he's deciding now.
Oh, no.
Judy, please, it can't matter to you.
The color of her own hair can't matter to her?
No.
Will you love me?
Yes.
Then I'll do it. I don't care anymore about me.
That's a spirit. God.
I'm very uncomfortable.
This whole... Yeah, it's just... And you gotta wonder, like, how much her guilt is playing into this, too.
Oh, I think it is, to
Yeah,
a degree.
yeah.
But that makes just the whole thing more yucky.
It's easy for us to play it off as, like, that's just the time period that she's so, like, kind of wanting to make him happy and subservient to what he wants. But it's, like, also, I think it is kind of
Yeah.
about...
You're sure about the color of the hair?
Oh, yes, it's an easy color.
And all the rest of the...
Yes, sir, we know what you want.
Thank you.
Totally blown out, bleached, is what they want.
Yeah. Doesn't really look that much like she did, but okay, yeah, she does there. The longer hair in the back made it different, though.
Yeah.
And now she is a ghost, because it's the lady
Yeah.
who's dead for him.
Oh, man, but if I was her, I'd be so disgusted with him right now.
I guess, but I feel like that was sort of her admitting, yes, it's me all along, and like this is them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have one of those big, beautiful steaks. Let me see. To start,
Where the hell did she get that from?
Oh, she's got the creepy necklace from his dream.
Boom. Bam.
I had it a minute ago.
From the painting. Of course. Yeah, okay.
Dude, this poor guy.
So they hadn't put it together. I thought that previously it was them putting it together, but clearly not.
I think that was finally everyone is satisfied, which mainly means him.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, that's good enough. Oh, man, the look on his face.
I have to do,
Oh, God.
and then I'll be free of the past.
He's gonna try to cure his acrophobia. Oh yeah, he brought her back out to the tower. He's gonna throw her off. No.
Why here?
Madeline died here, Judy.
This is... I don't want to go with you,
Yeah,
though.
his losing his grip on reality throughout the last half of the movie, too, has made me worry about what he's gonna do.
We stood there and I kissed her for the last time. And she said, if you lose me, you'll know that I love you. And wanted to keep on loving you.
So he's just trying to get her to admit it.
Mm-hmm. Can I make a prediction?
Okay.
I think she goes off the top of the tower. And then they switch out the actress.
What?
To clarify to us that he was crazy. and that this is a different person.
No, they showed us the whole, like, flashback.
I guess,
and
yeah,
her
that's
confession
right.
letter
She
and-
confessed and stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
I really want this to be a he's crazy story rather than, because if he's,
I mean, he is being crazy.
Yeah,
he doesn't know what we know.
Yeah, right.
I remember the necklace. We go. Oh, we're going up the tower, Madeline.
And she has a necklace. That's
Yeah.
the kicker.
Yeah, so he's calling her Madeline now.
Who was up there when you got up there? Elster and his wife? Yes. Yes, and she was the one.
Here we go.
He made you over, didn't he? He made you over just like I made you over. Only better. Not only the clothes and the hair, but the looks and the manner and the words.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, he put it all together.
Did he train you? Did he rehearse you? Did he tell you exactly what to do? What
So
to
the
say?
thing that's
You were very
hurting him most is that she's not really in love with him. He's worried that her love for him is an act.
You think that's what it is? I think the lying and making him feel so guilty about the death of somebody who he was supposed to kind of be protecting is
Yeah,
the thing.
right, that's true.
You made me believe that I'm partially responsible for the death of somebody I loved.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
We're going up and look at the scene of the crime. Come on, Judy.
Jesus. When do you drop it, though? I guess you
I'm
don't.
not sure, yeah.
I mean, I think it's before this point. When
Yeah.
you drop it.
I'm asking what he will drop,
Yes.
not when I would drop
Yes.
it.
Did he give you anything?
Here's the money.
And the necklace. Carlotta's necklace. There was where you made your mistake.
Yeah, that was stupid.
You shouldn't keep souvenirs of a killing.
Yeah, that's a good rule.
You shouldn't.
When I saw you again, I couldn't run away. I loved you so. I walked into danger and let you change me because I loved you and I wanted you.
Okay. I mean, is she still afraid he's gonna do something?
I think she's trying to talk him out of it.
Yeah.
Be safe.
It's too late. It's too late. There's no bringing her back.
Yep. I mean, that's the thing. It's like once he... Was it? Is she? You think she's... You cannot believe a single thing that comes out of her mouth at this point.
Yeah,
she is
that's
in
true.
full self-defense mode.
What in the world?
That's a nun.
I heard voices.
What the hell?
What the hell?
What? Why?
Bit of an overreaction. Wouldn't you say?
Why did she jump? Oh, because she confessed to the other murder on the nun side?
Oh. Very interesting, actually.
And that's the ending.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
If I
Well,
was that guy, I would never go anywhere up high ever again.
no kidding.
Bad stuff happens.
I guess
Every
so.
time.
That shot of the nun right at the end there was real creepy. Like they were sparse, but there were some genuinely creepy shots in this movie and some like unsettling images for sure. His bad dream was really well done in that regard.
There's, I mean, we already kind of started the discussion
Yeah.
like on
We were
the trek up
discussing
the stairs.
throughout,
but
yeah.
It's like, you know, I really, that's why I was sort of saying that I want her to end up going off the tower and then have the switch at the end to have it be like, no, you actually just were completely out of your mind. But he wasn't.
No.
You know, no, she was lying to him the whole way. And I feel like just almost coming clean about the initial story, like at the beginning. Because the husband was already gone.
Right, and he, like, she could have been more upfront about how, like, yeah, he used me, he pressured me, all this other stuff.
Yeah, he bribed me with money. I didn't want you to get hurt. I didn't expect that there would be really a spark between us. Honestly, he was really only supposed to be, like, a witness to her death.
Yeah.
That was it.
But lies get out of hand, and I understand if you've, like, got a big, compounding, stacked lie on somebody already, it's hard to just be like, well, here's a point where I'll just come clean about it and stuff. You know, like, your tendency is always to, you know, try and stack more lies on it, just keep it under the radar.
But who is she really protecting once he shows
Herself,
up at her
own
door?
guilt about it, you know?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
And she couldn't resist him because she was in love with him too. Yeah. Otherwise, the sensible thing when he shows up at her door is to be like, "Who are you? Go away. I'm gonna call the police." You know?
Yeah.
But she couldn't resist him.
Feel like there's an earlier point. because he spent the amount of extra energy that was spent on her, him making her into something when it's like, no, I'm actually me though. Like I am the person you're looking for.
Right.
It's just my hair is different and stuff. Can we get past that piece at least?
Yeah,
Do I have to wear the gray thing?
She seemed like she was very resistant to all the changes. I mean, she was just outright refusing them, but she didn't want to lose him, so wasn't going to break off the relationship completely, and he just wore her down over time with the gender dynamics of the age.
Yeah, but do you think that part of the reason why she was so resistant to the changes, because she was pretty darn resistant to them, but obviously was in love with him enough that she was willing to, was because she really didn't want him to be able to figure it out?
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
because I
would think so. Yeah, you'd be very worried about that.
There's one thing about like, oh yeah, he's still mourning like the loss of his, and I know I kind of look like her. And there's another thing of like, if I go through all of these things, he's gonna know because I am her. He probably sees her face in his dreams every night.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like he's gonna know. He'd kind of, I feel like, half had it figured out the whole time. He was kind of
I mean, you'd have
that
that thing in the back of your mind that would never stop itching, you know, like this is her. It's actually, but you're also pretty certain that you saw her die, you know? Like at what point do you say that event that transpired in front of my eyes was not at all what it appeared to be, you know? Like that's not a leap you're gonna make easily. So even if you've got a really strong inkling, you can just tell yourself that it's your brain longing for her presence and, you know, exactly. So I feel like you and I can watch the movie and be like, it would be so obvious, how would you not know? But when they're the events of your life, you know, like how do you...
That's true, yeah. And
I've been elaborately tricked at one of the key moments of my life is not something that you come up with easily,
right. And I mean, it's also, I mean, he's a detective.
Yeah,
so he's not just like a guy. So like, I mean, detectives are just guys. But you know, he would be able to be like, I'm not well. You know, if I'm seeing this level of similarity, like obviously he's kind of had this like desire to transform her, which obviously is unhealthy. I think there's some unchecked like stuff that he maybe could have been talking to a therapist about.
I mean, there was the whole sequence where he was catatonic and his friend was, you know, trying to take care of him, and then she's just kind of gone after that.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad for her the most of anybody in the whole story.
It's true, yeah.
Because she kind of got dragged into this thing. It's obvious that she still liked him.
Maybe now he'll go back to her now that he's done with all this stuff, you know?
I think I would never talk to any person ever again.
He's just gonna fully snap?
He's just gonna... I mean, he already watched her die once, and then he got her back, and then he found out she was been gaslighting him the whole time. The whole time.
And then why was that a Mrs. Doubtfire reference?
What?
The way you said the whole time?
No, but it's just... But it was like the whole time from the beginning of him following her around, and then the whole time of her being in love with him. But,
I get
but
what
then
you're
there's
saying.
also the other whole time where she was actually somebody that he, you know, trying to make him think that he was the crazy one.
That's true. You can never have a straightforward relationship again after this happens to you.
You've been lied to so compoundedly. And he didn't even want to be involved in any of this. The only reason why he was called upon specifically was not because he was the guy's friend. It was because he had fear of heights.
Yeah,
right?
and so the title of the movie is Vertigo, I guess because, you know, the tower, like, him having this trait was the key thing of how this setup was able to work, because they knew he wouldn't make it up there in time. I guess that's why the title, but yeah, it didn't factor into the story as often or as much as I thought it was going to. It was just the key piece, I guess.
Right, and I also think, well, so there's I'm sorry, I forget the name of the technical term for fear of heights, because that's
acrophobia.
Acrophobia, so that's what he was actually suffering from, and the vertigo is just a symptom of that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So like, it's the vertigo at the key points in the movie that caused the events to be able to unfold. It's the vertigo itself, but it's actually the acrophobia that is the cause of that. But what I think is cool about the name of this movie is that vertigo is like a sense of like, if you enter a certain situation, you become like dizzied and disoriented, you know.
Okay, so it's really about the spark between them created a situational vertigo for him.
Yes,
he couldn't keep his head on straight.
He just couldn't. Yeah, like after it seemed like the same situation over and over again kind of this man is extremely traumatized.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so. That's safe to say.
I mean, like, him snapping seems like a perfectly, almost like, it's not reasonable, but it's a perfectly
understandable. Yes.
Yeah.
It's an understandable reaction to what happened.
To this stuff. And I actually I appreciate, because I was kind of right at the beginning of the movie that, like, the movie doesn't really have anything to do with Vertigo, really. It could have been anything. He could have had a fear of water. And the thing could have been about her jumping in.
Sure,
like,
yeah,
the
I understand.
Vertigo itself wasn't really... It was actually the acrophobia. It was his fear of heights.
Okay.
That it was actually the cause. He never tripped and fell over anything or, like, hit his head or anything like that.
No, yeah, it's more... You're right. I think it more applies to the general relationship,
these
relational dynamics.
Caused a sense of emotional, like, vertigo in this guy's life.
There we go.
Their actions. I guess, is as close as I'm gonna get here.
We've got our good closing paragraph for our 6th grade book report on this movie.
Yeah, and in conclusion...
They caused emotion.
Yeah. But this went a very different direction than I thought it was gonna go.
It was interesting, too. Like, I expected, being an Alfred Hitchcock movie, that it was gonna have a different vibe to it. There was gonna be more of, like, I'm uncomfortable, which there were moments of that in the movie, but I thought that it would be more unsettling and more, like, strange. I guess that's just kind of the reputation. I mean, maybe I'm just thinking too much specifically about the movie Psycho, I guess, which I also haven't seen, but I know its reputation for, like, surreal cinematography and stuff like that. And so that was, I guess, something that I expected more of from this movie, and we didn't quite get.
Yeah, this is a little bit more straight.
Yeah.
This is like a straightforward, kind of like a mystery, kind of. It was like a psychological thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
An old-style psychological thriller.
Yeah, not a lot of car chases or, like, weird stuff like that in this. Not a lot of, the nun was maybe, like,
that was creepy, right at the end there.
Creepiest part of it.
I like that.
But I guess, the left turn that it took in the middle, we were doing a possession ghost story, which is quite a con. That is quite to try to pull that off.
They had us buying it.
They sure did.
And, like, how did she disappear from the hotel? Like, she went inside and was that lady in on it? Like, she went inside, she looked out the window, and then she was gone. Like, that was ghostly, but
and her car was gone.
Exactly. So the hotel lady's got to have been. They gave her $50. Maybe not that much back in that time. I don't know.
I don't know.
Inflation rate.
This guy he built ships, so he was rolling in it.
He's got money to burn.
Off, this random woman to play his wife and go through all this crap. And she, I mean, in terms of her performance, I mean, first of all the performances in this movie were pretty stellar, I thought.
Yeah, it was great.
But I mean, her performance as somebody who's supposed to be pretending to be somebody who's possessed, how do you even begin to approach that?
That's true. It's not an easy role, but she did a great job.
Yeah, and she was ad-libbing a lot of it, He's like, where are you now? It's like, I'm in a tunnel, oh, I'm in a tunnel, but then I'd never reached the end. It's like, I wonder if that was all planted by the husband?
Yeah, I don't know. That's curious to think about those aspects of it, because, he was really trusting her with a lot of heavy lifting on this con, but she pulled it off.
She sure did. Including keeping the detective interested. This is why I'm kind of surprised that her feelings for him was genuine. Once I found out that it was a con, it's like, she had to keep him roped in.
So it was her job to fall in love with him.
Kind of, yeah.
Maybe it started as part of that.
Along. And I mean, like, them having their little, like, affair piece of this would be the part that would make him maybe communicate with the husband less about what he's...
It's true. It's a good point.
Like, it's like, oh, I think she needs to be institutionalized because she's, like, going through this whole thing. It's like, oh, no, let me go with you and make sure that she makes it safely. Like, I'm also concerned about her safety. Like, you put me in charge of this situation, so I want to make sure I see it through to the end.
Sure.
Then all of a sudden, she's in a hospital trying to explain to the doctors, like, I was conning him.
Yeah, no, I'm a liar. You see, it's a lie. Yeah.
Just wild shit, though.
Wild indeed. Yeah.
Wild.
What do you think? That about do it for Hitchcock's Vertigo?
So. I feel like I kind of rambled a little bit there, but...
No, it got you thinking. It got you going. Yeah, it's a well-made movie, even for being like 70 years old now or something around there,
in our experience watching these older movies, man, I think we need to start giving them a little bit more credit. Because I always go into these being like, okay,
It's almost as though this is an art form that's been around for a while, and
that's
worthwhile creations earlier in its life.
Yeah, and just because we've seen the same sort of things kind of repeated over and over through time, it's sort of, I guess we would consider them like tuned in to like a more modern style. We see the same stuff. Like, it doesn't mean it was bad before.
No, definitely not.
And
yeah, and this is another great example of this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun to watch. Thanks for picking this movie for us. Peace, Love, Happiness.
Yeah,
that was,
thank you so much. This was great.
An awesome choice.
Never would have watched it otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not. So, and thanks everybody for watching with us. And if you're still here at the end of the video, that's awesome. Give us a like and a subscribe and all that jazz. And yeah, until next time, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
This is Ketchup Packets.